What's up, guys? It's Ivory. For today's building character, we're gonna be looking at Zoro. So basically, the way you're gonna be looking when you're building Zoro is very um speed and damage. For the simple fact that his attack, his fourth passive ability, his second passive skill. If he's first in the friendly unit, every attack after that he does, it's gonna have 25% more damage and a higher crit rate to that. So you definitely want to utilize that by definitely making sure he's going first in your lineup. Zoro is might not be the fastest character in the game, but just with that skill alone, you definitely want to give him a ruin that's giving him speed. Um, you also want to make sure that you're also trying to get some damage as well, just to make that damage buff stronger, just for the simple fact that his strong first skill, uh what is it, damage plus more to DPS characters. So a way that you can make that skill even stronger, if you please, uh hold on, what is it called, extra damage. When battle starts, you can use extra damage. So getting extra damage or attack on a ruin would be nice, just to make sure that first skill has a higher damage on it to more than just DPS hero. In case he attacks a support, that extra damage stacks with that regular damage plus the damage he gets for attacking a DPS hero. So that's a way to utilize his first skill right off the bat, since extra damage only lasts for 2 rounds. Looking at his Swordmaster passive, he gets attack, crit rate, speed. Thing about crit rate is crit rate. This is your standard crit rate, which comes from Jolly Roger, clan skills, and relics. But I don't have any crit on relics, so let's go on Mihawk. And from relics, so if I was to take this off of Mihawk, right, his crit drops to 11.5. If I was to put this back on Mihawk, his crit goes back to 30. If I'm to take off this crit, nothing happens. As you see here, crit stays the same. But if I'm to put my ruin back on, nothing happens. So basically, the thing with crit is when it's on ruins, or if it's on their passive or hockey, basically that means it's activating in game. So you don't have to worry about those overstacking. So if you have crit on your hockey and then crit on your relic, those won't cause the higher percentage to go on. Both will stack. So that's a benefit. That's the benefit of crit right there. So if I'm looking to build Zoro in that type of way, I would definitely go for some crit on my ruins. Even if I wanted to, you can go for some crit on your Aki, but usually what I go for is combo. Penetration is nice, but I might switch it out for speed later, or I might even switch it out for maybe double crit or double attack, just for the simple fact that Zoro always has a skill. If he kills somebody, he heals. But that skill has an insane amount of damage. So if I kill somebody, I also get a chance to deal more attack, or just a double crit when he crits. I get another basic attack if I decide to build him, in that way. Especially on his first attack, which attacks two people. That's a very nice hockey, in my opinion, and the percentages on this hockey is high as well. So that's another way to look at it. When you're building relics, the way I see to build Zoro with the relics is definitely going for attack upgrade, crit damage. Maybe once you start getting higher crit, then you can look at the crit damage. HP upgrade. You look here, Zoro has high, insane amount of HP already, to the part where you can put him in the front. But the only downside to that, if I look at the defense of Mihawk, which is 300 higher, his defense is kind of low. As you can see, he's a 10-star max level, but his defense doesn't even compare to my support, right? So looking at the defensive end, Zoro's defense is kind of low, but his health is high. So definitely giving him that extra HP support. Makes him a valuable, character that you can put in the front in case you're running tankless per se. Let me actually switch my formation. No, I don't want carp there. I want carp. I'll put carp here. Switch my formation. um, but this healing amount P applies to his one skill where he kills and he heals himself. Basically, healing Mount P means personal healing, and this is all healing. I don't know the effective how effective that 8% is, but I don't want to take the chance of taking it off and seeing the ineffectiveness of it, so I'm gonna keep it on. The crit damage, in my opinion, is more valuable than crit rate, just for the simple fact that if you crit, the damage you do is gonna be multiplying away, and just the crit rate, it's still a chance of you waiting on the crit to actually happen, where crit damage is a guaranteed thing. Where you crit, the more damage you do. Attack upgrade as well. Basically, simple. It's basically what it says. My attack is going up. These are the boosts I'm getting in his attack. Speed on relics isn't where you want to go. Speed is basically a one factor, so +8 speed basically just give me +8 of this, which isn't really changing it. Maybe if it was percentage of speed I was getting, I would go for it, but eh. Uh, um, Anything else that I'm trying to think of that you could really do with Zoro? Because he's really a one-way streak DPS. Basically, what you're building him for is what you're gonna get, and that's damage and crit. There's really not much that you're gonna have with Zoro. I mean, if I was to compare him with somebody like Mihawk, Mihawk has more in his abilities that's useful to himself and the team. Zoro's he's real useful to himself. He's helping the team out by silencing, but at the same time, silence can be purged. Um, it only lasts one turn, so it's not really that big of a help. Just for the simple fact that silence really can be purged and only lasts one turn. I wish this passive was effective for everybody, but it's really only for him. Um, that's really how you build Zoro. Like I said, straightforward. There's not nothing much that's really. That's why you see a lot of people using him, because he's not a complicated character in how they list him and what he's meant to do. But that's basically it for the video. If you have any recommendations of what I should do next, just put it in the comments. Thanks for watching the video. I'm out.